All right, guys, so here we are. My shop is always messy and there's always a lot going on because I'm always getting into a lot of different things. So you're gonna have to just live with the messy touch because that's the way that it is. Um, and I'm gonna have to talk louder because the rain is really hitting my shop pretty hard right now. And it sounds really loud on my end of it. So I've got an 80-inch Husky and an 84-inch Husky. Yeah, I went cheap. I know a lot of people harp on the fact that I've got two cheaper boxes with the amount of tools I got and the quality of tools I got. They, for some reason, they think that I should have spent more on toolboxes, but I think it's the opposite. Spend your money on what makes you money, and the boxes are nothing more than a man purse, right? It's just something that houses an object, and most people that I know work out of their cart. Like I primarily work out of a service cart when I'm doing stuff in my shop. So I'm not sitting in front of this box all day long. Some people may, I'm just not doing it. So I chose to spend the money on the tools and not the box. So, all right, I think let's start over here. So this is my auxiliary box, I call it. I bought this one for $200 and some odd for my birthday. It was beat up. It had a couple missing jars. As an update, Husky did send me the replacement jars for very cheap cost, primarily just shipping. So they sent me the 2 jars and the liners and all that kind of stuff and the new slides, and all is well now. So like I said, 84 inches with the stainless steel top. I recently mounted a vise on there. I know a lot of people ask me about it. This is something I had for about 5 years, and I just kind of had it sitting around, and half of it was in the back of my pickup truck, the other half was in my other building, and then these pieces here were scattered about. So I finally got a chance to get it put back together, and didn't restore nothing. I didn't do nothing. I just kind of cleaned all the rust off of it, you know, tuned up the jaws, tuned up the anvil portion of it, and get everything working and assembled. And then I painted it because it was multiple different colors from over the years. So if anybody knows about Wilton vices, can you tell me how old that vise is? Because I really don't know. All right, so in the top deck, it's got a bunch of crap. It's just stuff. You know, I was doing a wiring job. I was working on my motorcycle with timing on the computer. So I was doing that. I was de-rusting stuff. That's why the vinegar's out. So just kind of, you know, stuff here and there. Got a couple of chargers on top as well for some of the most used stuff. So my son uses that for his power wheel. I use that for a lot of my other smaller tools, Milwaukee tools. And this is for my DeWalt. In the main drawer here is where I keep some of my extra tools in terms of like ratchets. So I've got my Cornwell set here of extensions, locking extensions, Cornwell screwdrivers, which I absolutely love, and I use them a lot. You can tell I use this one here a whole lot. I love it. They're really nice. Couple, these are like, I bought them from, I can't even remember, but I bought these from like a AutoZone or whatever. But I thought it was interesting that they had those little grooves in there, and supposed to help you with strip bolts. So yeah, there's the brand of it there. Tool for you, some Chinese brand or whatever. I got a universal extension X-Core. This is, I think, gear wrench. I've got a couple snap-on extension. What is that? Cobalt USA extension, and then a little matte quarter drive. And I've got my new Capri ratchets here. There's your part number. This is the 1/2-inch drive, 3/8 drive. Shout out to Capri Tools, my SK, my Husky, my, what is this one here? Astro. I got this one because RV Tech Pro had that, I believe, or has that one. 1/2-inch drive snap-ons, 1/2-inch drive snap-on breaker bar, another 1/2-inch drive snap-on breaker bar with a shorter length. Another, this is a Matco round head, snap-on F80, and a couple snap-on stubbies here as well. That's what I keep in my main drawer. Over here, we have more wrenches. Capri Tools, double box end. Yes, Capri Tools is a sponsor of my channel. Also Tools, double box end, extractor wrenches. They're also a sponsor of the channel. Just being transparent with you guys. Craftsman USA set with a couple fillers. This is a Craftsman Professional Series ones back in the day when they were really nice. Craftsman line wrenches, Craftsman USA. Snap-on set with one Craftsman USA 1-inch drive wrench there. Craftsman USA stubbies. These are really nice stubby wrenches. They're also USA made. Love those. Full set of snap-on double box end 12-point wrenches there, and a set of snap-on crow's feet SAE. I think those are SAE. One set down here. It's this new extractor wrench set I bought off of Amazon. Really nice wrenches. If you guys want to know more about these guys here, check out my most recent YouTube video I put out there. These are very interesting wrenches. Love to get some people's feedback on those. I bought those myself. They're not sponsored, and I was really impressed with them. In this drawer here, this is my auxiliary socket jar, so it's not sockets that I use all the time. These are just things that I use when the job calls for it. So Cobalt 12-point socket set, metric and SAE. I'm actually trying to sell that if anyone's interested. Plug sockets, like a small little Genius kit, regular metric sockets. Right Tools 1/2-inch drive socket set. These are 12 points. Got those from a estate sale. Cornwell torque sockets there. Sonex magnetic sockets and 1/4-inch drive. Snap-on impact driver. Castleman, this is a low profile hex socket set. Over here we have Capri Tools, torque sockets, hex sockets, and those sets there, and then a couple of Nikos, and then one of my cool sets here, my driveline socket set. This is Cornwell 12-point. Shout out to my boy Steve-O for hooking me up with all the Cornwell stuff. I don't have a Cornwell dealer, being a DIYer, so I have a lot of good friends of mine who have access to dealers, and they make sure that I get some of the cool deals on the trucks. Couple axle nut socket sets. One's a 12-point and one is a 6-point, depending on what you need. Then a full set of Proto 12-point sockets, 1/2-inch drive and 3/4 drive. Also have the breaker bars and the ratchet. This is a Right Tools 3/4-inch drive ratchet, round head. Over here we have the Mac Tools full set of the metric set, all the way up to 32 millimeter, all the way down to 6 millimeter. These are the precision torques, snap-on stubby, or midget wrenches as they call them. Not my terminology, that's snap-ons. And then the snap-on short wrenches, and these are the Flint Drive Plus version. Those are both metric, from 8 to, I think it's 8 to 19. It's 10, this is 10 to 19, and that's also 10 to 19. Let's go down this one here. Just random cases. Mac Tools, this is a cooling system, power flush gun, tap and die set from Craftsman, a bunch of like connectors for wiring, and another tap and die set there, cheap one. More precision torque wrenches. This is the SAE side, all the way up to 1 and, what is that, 1 and a quarter, all the way down to 1/4 or a 1/4 inch. Then a random Blue Point adjustable wrench. So all my extra extensions, serpentine belt kits, fan belt tools, all that kind of stuff, large wrenches, just kind of keep all that stuff here. Empty drawer. On this side here, hang on a second, let me get this vise handle out the way. On this side here, snap-on kneeling mat, gear wrench, metric, and SAE flex head ratcheting wrenches. Couple of sets of weir tools, like the different little sets you can buy. The do all, you know, and these are cool because they're low profile, really low profile. So these are primarily I use for my motorcycles. Like if I'm going to go on a long trip, I can throw one of these in a bag and I'm good to go. And these are the wrenches. Soldering irons, heat guns, collector's edition snap-on set, label maker, test meter, and a test light down there. There's also a couple the older style hose clamp pliers, charger, drill bits. These are the brass Wilton jaws from my vise. Slide them down and like that, and they'll protect anything. I'm still working on getting these molded to the vise because you have to form them to the vise, and so I'm still working on that. I wanted to paint the cure before I finished it. Blue Point. This is a propane glue gun. On this side here is all my screwdrivers, just extras that I've had over the years. Bunch of bits, my gear wrench, precision screwdriver, and torque set. And when that's getting caught. Wrenches, gear wrench, double box end wrenches. Well, one's ratcheting on one side and non-ratcheting on the other. And there's a set of the gear wrench ratcheting wrenches. Oh, I'm sorry. Not gear wrench, Blue Point. Pliers, just random assortment of different pliers, you know, strippers, cable cutters, whatever you may need. I got some stuff that's probably on my service cart. Hammers, dead blows, mallets, Blue Point, Mac, Harbor Freight. Also tools, flex head, ratcheting wrenches, metric, a couple extra trays. These things are really awesome. I would encourage you to get some of these. They're really nice, well made, really cool design. These are 6-point, so really nice. Batteries, power probe, my Matco 1/2-inch drive 16-volt impact, and all the batteries, and then my power probe here, all the lines, leads or whatever. Okay. All right, we'll go over to my main box. This is the main 80-inch box. This is what has all of the really good stuff in it. Let's go with here first. We won't overload you with the sockets just yet. So we have our wrenches, everything in here. We have snap-on, reversible ratcheting with a little bit of an offset. You have snap-on, non-reversible, 0 offset. You have the Mac tools, hard handle, box end wrenches. You have Facom ratcheting wrenches, reversible, metric. Snap-on, more of those short wrenches, metric, none, flint drive. You have another set of those same wrenches because I have multiple sets. And there, I go all the way down to, like, is it 4? Yeah, go all the way down to like 5 millimeters. Over here, regular flint, or these are Flint Dry Plus wrenches, metric, all the way up to 17 on that set there. Don't know why Snap-on didn't go to 19. Another set of Flint drives for 8 millimeter, and they go all the way up to, I think, 21 millimeter back here. I got the double box in angle wrenches here, all the way up to 32 millimeter. That's a full set here. Got the Snap-on double box in wrenches as well, all the way up to 19. The offset. And then over here we have a set of, I think these are Mac speed line wrenches, traditional line wrench on one end, and it's got the speeder profile on the other, all the way up to 14 and down to 10. Then I got a bunch of random crow's feet, various sizes. These are Snap-on as well. No, these are Matco USA, that's right. And I got my Snap-on bottle opener. That was a gift. Screwdrivers, traditional screwdriver sets, extra long ratcheting ones, just regular cabinet Snap-on screwdrivers, miniature ratcheting, traditional ratcheting, various hard handles, soft handles, all my picks, all my precision screwdrivers, all my O-ring removers, stuff like that, all those types of precision screwdrivers, and even torque screwdrivers, Snap-on, they're all here. Everything in this drawer is Snap-on. Well, sorry, that's not true. I also have one random Mac ratcheting screwdriver. That's the problem. Once you start moving stuff around, nothing else wants to fit. Jesus. Okay. All right. All right. This is pliers, as you can see. So anything from Knipex, get all the different styles of Knipex, Snap-ons, Macs, more Knipex, all Snap-on here. Just different cutters and things of that nature. Got these bad boys. Got to get the 6-inch ones now, because yeah, you got to have it. Needle nose. More. These are the Talon grip, I think they're called. Can't remember. Adjustable, like pump pliers, van pliers, battery, Snap-on battery, terminal tools or pliers, hose clamps, cutoffs, PWZs, retainer clips, bolt cutters, yeah, you name it. Couple bent nose, long set of Snap-on SAE short wrenches. Another set of Snap-on short wrenches in metric. I think I have 3 sets of those because I kept finding them for stupid low prices, and I just could not resist. Box line wrenches again. These are Mac SAE. Set of Snap-on SAE combination wrenches, all the way up to 1 inch. More pliers here, anything from Kleins to mostly Snap-on, some more Knipex, cable cutters, you name it. And then we have all the pinch-off pliers there from Mac. Over here is random double box in, the old style ratcheting wrenches. These are all Snap-on, full set of SAE and metric. And then these here are those ballistic wrenches from Mass Fabricator. They're made out of ballistic steel. This SAE set, 12-point combination. And then a couple, this is the Malco vice grips, and then I have a set of Knipex vice grips. I did a video one time comparing those to the old Peterson style vice grips, the original style, Peterson style. Couple crow's feet there. Hammers and pry bars and picks and radiator tools. So snap-on hammers, pry bars back there, body tools, scrapers, debt blows, Tecton brass hammer, also tools, pry bar, Dexable pry bar, Matco trim panel set, all my miniature pry bar set, like the little, remember that was a big thing back a little bit a while ago. I've got all of those kind there. Scrapers, snap-on, Mac tools, hose, pliers, OEM tools, scrapers here. Snap-on small pick set, and then the hose, radiator hose pick set there. All my battery operated tools. Snap-on 1/2-inch drive. This is the old CT 7850. Works like a dream. The Matco, or not Matco, but the Milwaukee, the big boy, you know, everybody's got it. High torque, I guess is what it's called. This is the 1/2-inch drive, mid torque, the 296220. This is also 1/2-inch drive. This is the 2555-20 1/2-inch drive. This is the like the short one, stubby one. I forgot what they call it. We have the Milwaukee. This is the 2854-20 3/8 drive. We have snap-on drill gun, Milwaukee drill gun, old CT 4410 snap-on, still works like a dream. This is the CT 761A. This is brand new. It came to me not working from Snap-on, so I got to get that warranty. But this is absolutely brand new, never used. This is another CT 761A, highly used. This is the CT, I forget what this one here, 7 something. I forget what they call this little guy, but this is like the old 3/4-inch drive gun. Works, everything in all my power tools work. Got batteries for everything. Snap-on CTS 7610. I love this thing. I'm gonna buy another one just for the hell of it. The 2853. This is the 1/4-inch impact driver. And then one of my favorite tools is the Mac tool, or a Milwaukee. This is the 2552-20 1/4-inch drive impact wrench. All right, we have the Milwaukee. This is the M12 right angle impact. We have the ratchets down here, the long neck and the standard length. Those are 3/8 drive. We have the Sawzall Milwaukee. We have the this is part number on this one is the 2880 grinder, 4.5-inch grinder, Milwaukee. We have the Cobalt brushless, but I don't even know what you would call this one here. Side cut, I don't know. Another Snap-on drill gun, CT 861, brand new one. Love that. Shout out to my boy Steve-O again. Snap-on 1/4-inch drive, ratchet. Milwaukee, this is the die grinder. This is a 248520. Love that thing, use it a lot. Carlisle, Big Mother hammer, impact hammer. Old CTS 561 drill gun, another one of those. Cordless impact, this is DCF 815 DeWalt. An old DCF 610 drill gun. Mac Tools, this is the MCF 601. This is the brushless driver. I actually do like that a lot. And another CTS 561 snap-on. And I have all my torque wrenches down there, Macco, and also Tools. Hopefully I covered everything in that drawer. Over here we have all my ratchets. Yes, I did do a video. I have roughly estimated $13,000 in ratchets based upon part numbers, and I did some research. I ran every part number I had. Yes, I did only pay $500 or less. Yes, I did because I found a guy who was a Snap-on dealer for 37 years, and he had a ton of tools. To say a ton doesn't even give it justification. I've sold thousands of dollars of tools to my subscribers and my viewers, so they can attest to the deals I was finding, which is the basis of my channel. And this is to show everybody that you can find used tools for dirt cheap. And I've never been on a Snap-on tool truck, so I don't even know what that's like. I haven't had that experience yet. So this to show you guys what you can accomplish. But these are all, this is 1/2-inch drive, 3/8 drive, flex head standards, F80s, all the different, everything. I think I pretty much have every version of ratchet that Snap-on offers, I believe. So 3/8 drive and 1/4-inch drive stuff. 3/8 drive up here, 1/4-inch drive stuff down here. All the different models. Couple sets of stuff, you know. Randomness jar, anything from Cornwell, plier sets to taps and dies, tape measures, you know, extractor kits, retainer clip pliers, Allen keys, precision screwdriver sets from Snap-on. All my various types of extensions are in here. Impacts and chromes are all here, stacked on top of each other. Snap-on pipe wrench. All my adjustable wrenches are down here. Snap-on and Baco. Extractors, precision screwdriver sets, Snap-on nut drivers, flashlights, you know, you name it. This is pretty much like where you don't have a specific drawer called out for something, this is where it lives. So, and that's all my battery systems in here. So all my Milwaukee, DeWalt, Snap-on, Cobalt, you name it. Old batteries, new batteries, everything lives down here. Sight locker. I know one of you guys asked to do a tour of the sight locker, and that'll happen one day. I'll show you guys all the different precision type tools I have. You'll be surprised probably for a DIY. All the stuff that I have and use and have taught myself how to use it properly. A lot of you guys that do use things, I reach out to you and ask you for tips on how to be, you know, more familiarized with the tool. So thank you guys for those that help me out with that kind of stuff. But I'm a mechanical engineer, and that's what I do for a living. So I'm not afraid to get technical tools, get precision diagnostic tools, and learn how to use it, because that's the kind of world I live in day out anyway. And a lot of guys make comments about it. They're like, hey, you know, you have all these tools, you should wrench and all that kind of stuff. And I have to remind people, in my life and what I do for a living, guys, I'm tearing down aircraft equipment. I'm doing reverse engineering. So we're using tools all the time. So just keep that in mind, that I'm not just a desk jockey or nothing like that. So in a day process or whatever, we may have stuff to come in and needs to be broken down, analyzed, reviewed. So we're using wrenches, we're turning wrenches, we're using impact guns, etc. I'm just not a mechanic, but for what I do for a living, I'm well qualified to hold a snap-on ratchet or a wrench in my hand. just to clarify some of that. Some people make videos about tools just like I do and claim to be mechanics, and you never see them work on anything. So just saying. And then in my personal life, obviously, I'm always working on tractors, rebuilding tractors, working on motorcycles, rebuilding my pickup trucks. I've built 2 or 3 trucks. I've built cars, and I'm a DIYer. So, you know, this stuff, I'm constantly turning wrenches. So I just want to make sure I clarify that. Don't think that these are just toolbox queens. This stuff does get used. Not all of it, I will say that, but a lot of it does. There's different various diagnostic sets, and you know, I can't go through all that because we would be here like another hour, and we can't do that. But just know that I've got a lot of different sets of different things in here that, and this kind of gives you an idea of different things that we have. I can work on anything from diesels to your gas engines to, I even done a couple EV systems as well, running some diagnostic stuff on there. I've done rebuilt turbos. I've done front end work. I've done body work, suspension work. I have all my own welder setups. I have MIG, TIG, and stick welders, so I could do all that kind of stuff as well. So I just, you know, you name it, I get my hands dirty. I don't just sit around and watch football games and get fat. So that's not my lifestyle. But you kind of see everything that I have in the side locker here. In the hutch, I just got some most commonly used wrenches that appear to be knocked down. My boys get out here, my sons get out here, and they play with everything. And so, you know, they got to learn, they got to be familiar with tools as well. So it is what it is. When you got boys, you know, this is what they do. Snap-on nut drivers, T-handle nut drivers, different wrenches that I use most commonly. This is like stuff that I can grab real quickly, like right here. And then if like the kids or the wife comes out here, or my buddies come over and they need something, you know, maybe we're going on a bike ride, they need to adjust something on their motorcycle, they can come over here and grab what they need and not get lost in my sea of junk. All my different lights, you know, Matco lights, Husky puck lights, some more like little small stuff there, novelty stuff there, snap-on speaker in the corner. You know, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I do a lot of different things, guys. It's hard to really, people don't know, I guess is what I'm saying. In the drawer that we've all been waiting for, well, at least I hope you guys are waiting for, I built this stuff for you guys, right? My socket drawer. So in the socket drawer, this is my most prized possession here. It took me a lot of time and energy to find this stuff. So it wasn't buying stuff off of tool trucks, like I said. This was going on Facebook Marketplace, going to estate sales, going to auctions, going on highbid.com, highbid.com. If you guys want to go and find some high quality tools on an auction site and have them shipped to you no matter where you live at. You can be in California and go on an auction that's in Louisiana and they'll ship it to you, or Maine or Rhode Island, and it doesn't matter where you're at, they will ship it. They will make arrangements with you and they'll ship the items for you, so it's not an issue. Stay tuned in the next week or two. I have a shit ton of stuff coming my way, so just watch. So but everything in here is pretty much high quality stuff. I do have some mid-tier brands, and I'll call those out if you guys are interested in knowing what they are. But for the most part, it's all high-end stuff. Let's start on the metric side. So metric, half-inch drive, deeps, mids, and shallows. All snap-on, doesn't matter. And there are some right tools stuff in here as well. I love my right tools. Right tools is probably, in my opinion, the very best. If you're talking about an impact socket and you want American-made impact socket, they're the best. Not Snap-on, not Mac. Right tool is first. Mac tools is second, followed by Snap-on third. 3/8 drive, deeps, mids, and shallows once again. I do have some chromes in there because I didn't have this. I don't have a 3/8 drive impact set. Then we have, hang on a minute, I gotta take a phone call, guys. Hold on 1 second. All right, guys, sorry about that. So, like I said, deeps, mids, and shallows. Don't have a full set of 3/8 drive impact shallows, so I gotta get those. But those are all snap-on. I have the chromes, snap-ons as well. 3/8 drive, deeps, mids, and shallows. And I do have a full set of shallows and the chromes. This is a set of snap-on. I think these are 1/4" drive. Yeah, 1/4" drive. No, yeah, 1/4" drive snap-ons. I forget sometimes what I got, to be honest with you. Let's see here. Now I'm not going to get that back on. All right. Over here we have Capri tools. These are the shallow set. I had the 1/2" drive. Need to get that again, but these are really cool. Impact grade chrome moly, I think they are. Yeah, chrome moly. These are really nice. I love them. Capri tools did a really good job with that set. Snap-on, universals, shallows, and then I also have the stubbies as well, and metric. These are both 3/8 drive. Over here we have the snap-on chromes, metric, 3/8 drive. Then I have a set of Blue Point. This is a hex socket set, super shallow or stubby, I guess if you want to call it, in both metric and SAE. And then we have a set of 1/4" drive snap-on. These are really shallow sockets as well, and that's a set in metric all the way up to 13, all the way down to 5mm. Put all this stuff back. I try to keep everything organized as possible. Set of SK sockets here. This is all the way up to 26mm down to 6mm. Yeah, 6 to 26, 3/8 drive, shallow, 6-point. That's a nice little grab and go set. Set of snap-on 3/8 drive, mid-length, metric. Set of snap-on 3/8 drive, mid-length impact. Yes, I do have multiples of those sets. Set of snap-on hex sockets, 3/8 drive, all the way up to, what's that, 14mm. Over here I have Mac Tools torque sockets, 3/8 drive, and then a set of snap-on hex sockets, 3/8 drive. Those are random bits that I came across and just picked them up. Set of SK deep universal metric sockets, 3/8 drive, and the shallow 3/8 drive universals. These are both impact, obviously. This is a low profile ratchet from a brand called Premier. Like an idiot, I ordered this from the UK and then realized that it was actually a power torque. It's the same exact ratchet, but here recently I won a snap-on version of this, so this will be probably going to my salvage yard bin over there. This is a set of shallow 3/8 drive 6-point sockets, so I keep the low profile ratchet and those sockets together. Hopefully we can see it. This drawer is sometimes weird. It doesn't seem like it fully extends, or it won't fully extend rather. So back here is a set of metric, these are by Mac Tools, metric deep sockets, chrome. This is a set of metric impact 3/8 drive from Mac Tools. Underneath there is a set of right 1/2" drive 12-point sockets. These are a bunch of snap-on and Mac universals and 12-point sockets. This is a set of Cobalt USA deep 12-point sockets, snap-on. Now these are Mac tools, universals, 3/8 drive. It's a full set all the way up to 15 millimeter snap-on, 1/4 inch drive. Universals, a set of Cobalt USA shallow 12-point sockets, chrome, snap-on torque socket set, various sizes, 1/4 inch drive version of those snap-on as well. Extractor sockets from, I forgot, it's a USA Rocket Tool, I think it's called. Rocket Socket USA. 12-point snap-ons, 1/4 inch drive, deeps and shallows. More randomness. I can't really even go through all this. They're all random type sockets, but you know, anything from some stuff, you know, these are, what is this, Cornwell, what is it, a 1 inch or whatever, 13/16, I don't know. Just random sockets, all snap-on, Mac, Cornwell, etc. This is one that I recently scored on a, I think, where did I find this at? I forgot where I got it at, but anyway, it was a 12-point, and it's a Williams. I didn't know Williams even made universals back in the day. 11/16 12-point. Pretty cool. Some more custom sockets, you know, head bolt sockets, axle nut sockets, just random stuff like that. Axle nuts, extractors, O2 sensor sockets, etc. And then on the SAE side, we have our 1/2 inch drive, all the way from 3/8 drive all the way up to 1 1/8, I think it is, 1 1/4. So we have deeps, mid-length, and shallow, right? No. Yeah, deep, shallow, and shallow. So this is just the impacts, and most of these are chrome, 3/8 drive, snap-on, and I think some right tool mixed in there as well. Deeps, mids, and shallows. And you can see on my SAE sets, I don't have fully complete sets for the most part. And that's because up until the last year, I really didn't need a lot of SAE, but here recently I've needed more. So I'm starting to fill those in. And I also have my chromes, SAEs as well, or my 1/4 inch drive. And like I said, they're kind of hit and miss what I've got. I've got my eTorque sockets, a couple extensions, hex socket snap-on 12-point 1/4 inch drive. And then, like I said, a bunch of randomness. This is the Cobalt USA 12-point socket set. Right tools, 6-point deep impact SAE. This is a snap-on shallow or mid-length 6-point SAE. Chrome socket or a magnetic socket snap-on, and then a bunch of various snap-on and Mac. And then even have universal sockets over here that are SAE snap-on. And I think I also have a Mac version as well. So a very diverse arrangement of sockets. I have sets, I have broken up sets. Everything's, like I said, high quality stuff, with the exception of like maybe the Cobalt. I think the Cobalt USA stuff was made by, one version was made by Armstrong and the other one was made by Williams. So Williams made stuff for Cobalt and as well as Armstrong. So I think the sockets were made by Armstrong. I believe that's the case, but correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, all pretty high dollar stuff in here, all, you know, good quality things. Like I said, I have more, you know, specific type sockets for certain types of jobs, you know, stuff like this from CTA Tool. I bought these for working on my motorcycle because everything's a hex socket on that. So I've got that. And I got to get the other version. So this is 5057. I got to get the other one. So I'm going to order that probably when I go in the house. But yeah, so this is pretty much my socket jar. And like I said, so this is the main socket jar. And then over here is the specialty socket jar. So if there's something in that jar that I don't have, I can come over here and it'll probably be in this jar here. And that's kind of how I got everything set up. And yes, the Cobalt box is holding up very well, or the Husky box is holding up very well. And my service cart here, We've got more impact tools, you know, DeWalt, Cobalt, motorcycle helmet, more DeWalt, more socket sets here. I got more socket sets in my other shop. Down here, we've got angle wrenches, Cobalt USA. Now, these were made by Williams Snap-on. They even have the Snap-on date code there. I got both SAE and a metric set, and then I've got a bunch of random USA old wrenches that I cleaned up here recently. Did a video on that if you guys are interested. Screwdrivers, picks, even got some Icon stuff in here trying it out. So far, so good. I can't complain. Hose clamps, shrink wrap, sheet metal screws, you name it. And then I have stuff that's still on the floor because I'm actively working on projects, sanders, more grinders from Milwaukee. I got more impact guns somewhere. Oh, they're in the other shop. And then here's my salvage yard bin, which I've done tours on this guy here, but this is probably one of the coolest salvage yard bins that you'll ever see on YouTube. So let me know if I should do another tour of that. And then underneath all of this mess on this cart here, that's Shop Cat, guys. I know some of you guys like Shop Cat. It's my 21-year-old cat here. He can't hear me. Oh, he heard that. He's 21 years old, so he's hanging in there. And then underneath the cart here, we've got grease guns and different oils and lubricants, brake fluids, all the kind of fluids that you possibly would need. I do a lot of tire changes on motorcycles for people, and so I got tire changing tools underneath here as well. I do some painting and body work stuff, so I've got all the different various guns for that, HVLPs and all that kind of stuff, body sanding tools and all that kind of stuff as well. And that's pretty much it, guys. So hope you like the toolbox tour. This is a long one, I know, but well deserving. And then over here, I guess real quick, I got a bunch of other sets of different various precision tools as well. So pretty nice setup for someone who's just a DIYer. I like to think, at least. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you at that, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.